Hello, 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 world. You know what time it is? That is correct. It is Dwarf Fortress time. Once again. Yep, and we shall just be continuing on with Learnedhall. Keep building up, keep developing, keep building many, many, many more bedrooms for the many, many, many more dwarves we have in. At least at this point, our fortress population can't literally double again. We don't have enough top cap left for that to happen. I mean, hopefully. We'll see if we take a lot of casualties and then that can happen. But last time when we left off, we'd had... Reply scar? Just lying a thing? Oh yeah, that's right. I have fixed this refuse pile, so hopefully that should be getting sorted out. I might need to come up with more permanent solution. But as I was saying, so last time we had some vampire problems. Where are you, my vampire-y friend? Is it you or was it the other one? Should probably remember that. Hang on. The easy way to get this. Close cases. Here we go. Convicted party. Lestat the weaponsmith for eating one of our monster hunters and 2 children. You are currently signed up for 100 hammer strikes. Unfortunately, I had a bit of problem with the dwarven justice. I'm a tad disappointed I couldn't immediately get that to work. I don't know if the hammerer just can't find the associated hammer or what. But you know what we can do about that? Well, we don't need to rely on dwarven justice. We can always just use our very own justice. In which case, I think there's 2 very traditional means for this. One, good old-fashioned atom smasher. Death from above via dropped bridge. Or, and I particularly like this one, and I think it is what we'll be going for the dwarf, is the sealed underground in the crypt method of justice. Which involves, quite simply, you dig out a little room and lock them in there for all eternity. Which I think is what we will be doing. Like that. I want a nice little corridor. We'll draft them, send them into this room, and then seal the door shut behind them with a nice wall. They can live out the rest of their vampiric immortality in a pit of darkness with nothing in it. Yep. Gonna be sacrificing some rose quartz to make this work, but that's alright. And they already hauled it out. Lovely. So, check the hammerer has not decided to go do the task yet. Yep, hammerer is still on no job. So, good friend Lestat, the weaponsmith. Create a new squad. No uniform. Aqua Theatres. Won't bother renaming it. Just leave you as the default. Sign leader. Lestat the weaponsmith. Should be... there. Yep, back to squads. Select. Schedule. Get you ready. Get you stationed right there. Start following you around. Always go past it. Oh yeah, your job has changed, hasn't it now? Going to be listed as a militia person, which will be under something, probably. Where's list at on this list? List at on the list? I do not see him. Where is he? There. Click like that on you. You're currently picking up equipment just once. I do not want you to steal equipment in with yourself. Can I get you to not do that? No. You will take a backpack and a drink in with you. So. Now you go to station yourself. Still got a dent in your leg from the beating. Okay, so I'll need you to navigate a tad further in if you can. Wonderful. And now, build structure, construction, wall, built using something I know was on the outside so they don't seal themselves in with that granite. There's a nice block there. Yeah. Granite block. Seal you in. Yep, the cat has successfully escaped. No. You need to remain inside. Better. Better. This animal dissector is doing the duty very well. Random animal dissector with no skills. I mean, you know a decent amount of poetry. Wonderful. And see, this particular squad is now disbanded. And just like that, the vampire is dealt with. When Dwarven justice fails, Armok's justice will do the work. There, you have some stew to eat if you decide to get over your blood addiction, friend. And 2 rocks to keep you company. You can look at that quartz if you want. We'll see if the 100 hammer strikes assigned to you ever cause any confusion when they're unable to path to you. Now, another thing we did leave off, yes, we still have the ballista arrows to make for the Noble's Mandate, which I will also want to do. Siege equipment. Yep. Weapons, iron. No. Forge. I got it correct the first time. Siege equipment, iron ballista arrowheads. Do we need anything else for that? Iron blister arrows. That task will almost immediately fail, but I just want to see what it fails from if they manage to drag anything else besides the head in. They'll just need raw wood and a blister arrow head, I think. Save game menu overlays weirdly with the various alert pop-ups on the left side of the screen. I need to make sure my food situation also keeps working. Yep, more cats adopting things. Training ongoing. There's still got 2 slots in there. I think it's probably time to set up a second squad and have them on the off shifts. We'll have 1 squad training each season. So there should always be someone in control. So the next 8 dwarves I sign up will be going into that second squad. rather than into the boulders of equality. Yeah, and the transported logs did not attempt to transport anything else. Oh, out of bituminous coal. You are continuing to work on that. Yep, more and more flour. Lovely. Getting some pigtails processed into alcohol. Excellent. Yep. Flour, naked mole, and moldog meat, moldog tripe. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, we need to do some more mining. I want to figure out, should I bother figuring out all of this section again, or do I just want to get some more food being processed up in the caverns? I think it would be easier to just get another farm field up here. Early autumn at the moment. Construction. What were you under again? We're under construction somewhere. Construction. Yeah, construction, workshops, farm plot. Plant interrupting. What even is that plant? Dead sweet pods. Construction, workshop, farming, farm plot. Yep, another small plot up there which we can get some more plants in. Outpost liaison has arrived. Caravan has arrived. We will need to get some stuff transported to here. We've got goods to and from the depot. What do we want to try and sell? I can keep selling mechanisms. They sell for a decent amount. It's probably a thing to do. I'll see what bins I have. Anything I really want to sell. I mean, honestly, probably. A lot of the bins just end up containing kind of a big mix of things which I would quite like to keep a handle on. Good crossbow stuff. Nah. Keep those crossbows. I might have a use for them. What's in here? Oh, yeah. Codex. And I could actually pick this stuff out, but... Finished goods. Some tattered clothing and the gem. Sure. Drag you down. There's a lot of value in these gem bins. Grab you. Sell all of our mechanisms. We can put in an order. Make a bunch more of those. Work order. Make rock, please. I want some more water skins and backpacks. See what our liaison has to say. Welcome back, Datton. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Information added to the world menu. And what we want. Probably... We're doing a lot better on plant cloth, but I still think I will want more silk, more leather of a type. Raccoon leather. Sure. And then anything I want to order from in here. Platinum. We're all good on metal. I have a little bit of native platinum I could smelt at some point. I think we're pretty good on seeds. I might start to regret that when we go to plant in a second and find out we are not, in fact, good on seeds. That's toys, instruments. I mean, bring a bunch of instruments. They're a bit of a pain to make and kind of want to see what you end up bringing. Yeah, nothing interesting under the pets. Nothing under miscellaneous. Oh, just do it like that. Yep. Okay. A need for thread is expected. Good. Got those heads made on the iron blister arrows. So we'd assemble 2 of those to satisfy our mandate. And the humans and the dwarves are going to be arriving at the same time. Yep, all their stuff's in here, so broker requested. Hurry up. Trade. Greetings from the mountain home. Your efforts are legend there. Let us trade. So I sell everything. We have 788. Fins, meat, fish, plants, leaves and fruit. Cheese. Yeah. So just the cloth and food. Some food wouldn't be bad. Ugh. Cloth is expensive. Wool, cloth. Seems nice. Yeah, just the wool, and then we'll grab some miscellaneous foodstuffs. Help keep us fed, give us some interesting things to work with. Strawberries. Lovely. Some fish, some cave lobster. I mean, I did get all those fishy works and then set up a guild hall. I might as well set up some fishing here too. While I think about it. Bunch of plump helmets. Stick with the cheap stuff. More strawberries. More strawberries. More strawberries. Oh, quarry bush leaves are expensive. Artichoke hearts, capers, bilberries, cranberries. About that. Try and stretch it a tiny bit further. Trade. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. That should be all. Yes, that is done. So, how do we want to do this? We are still in early autumn. I reckon our planters are probably comped enough. We can get something out. What do we want to do? Quarry bushes? Yeah, I am liking the idea of just quarry bushes. Get a bunch of quarry bush leaves through. Winter. Winter, you can plant some dimple cups. And no, just do more plump helmets. Keep that stock up. I'll probably want to get more farmers' stuff in here. I mean, we have this workshop set up, so we're just doing process plants permanently. Sure. Another farmer's workshop. Make use of the autoclaves that's directly on top of you, please. Masterpiece mechanisms. A ban on exports. Export of crowns prohibited. Okay, so you need a second chest. Still need to upgrade study and quarters. Working on that. Work orders. Yep, we'll do a new one. We will do farmer's workshop and process plant to bag to help with the quarry bushes. Conditions. Check monthly. Amount of items less than we can pretend. Just check. If they're there, I want them processed. And I want just a ton checked. Just, if you can find quarry bushes to process, just process them, please. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, and we needed another chest. I've already forgotten which rooms it was. Yeah, your study and your quarters. And this is study, that's your dining room, which you don't need. Yep, marriage and a withdrawal from signing. We'll check both those out momentarily. Rock salt seems fancy, sure. So the miner, Mythcat, Urthibel, and the manager. Oh, have married. Look at that, you've just finished trading and now you're married. Felt love while getting married. Your husband. Ah, huzzah, huzzah. Your thoughts on the matter? Love or getting married? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now one of our children has withdrawn from society. We're dropping the rock nuts that we're going to go plant in our field. You pull that. Rigoth. Bullet Rigoth. Colette, there you are. Currently strange mood, yep. Playing crafts dwarf. No skills because you're a child. See what you grab. I love these red dyed socks. But it is calming with a mixture of dimple dye, oak bark dye, berry dye, cranberry dye. Got a way to kind of simplify the dye making process a bit. Love going for, yep, towel cap. Something out of wood. Oh, pigtail cloth. Just those two. We'll see what you make, friend. Enjoying the miasma from the rotten stew? Creator of attend meeting. Yeah, that's not happening, friend. Disgusted after retching on miasma. Well, it'll rot away eventually. I do think that we shall set up a fishing zone and get some dwarves fishing just in here. So that should be acceptable. I'll need to get a little place for the fish processing set up, and we should get plenty of cave fish out of here. Adequate fish dwarf or hammer can spend their time fishing. You fish up the fish, then you hammer the fish to kill them. Yeah, that's going to be a ludicrous amount of fish. 3 fishery people all working at once. Got some workshop. You going to be under farming? Yeah, fishery is under farming, apparently. Get a couple of those up. Get a stockpile for the fish. We'll just set up to the north here. And raw fish, which will be under corpses? Refuse? Probably not. Under food, maybe. They're unprepared fish. Yep, and that should be good. Then the prepared fish can hopefully be dragged down to our main food stockpiles. I need to get some work orders set up to just process all fish as they come in. Fishery, prepare a raw fish. Right, check it daily. We're going to be getting so many more. The amount of unrotten raw fish is greater than 0. Yep. Just up in order to prepare all of it. See our quarry bushes starting to go in. A dog bone left gauntlet claimed as a personal treasure. Legendary bone carver. Fair enough. Yin Tungeg Duztalosh. A dog bone left gauntlet. All craft dwarf shippers of the highest quality, encircled with bands of dog bone, tower cap, and pigtail. Really good. Boats. Yep, bolts loaded, bolts loaded. I need more bolts still. I think I saw that in the most recent patch they've toned down the amount of bolts that are automatically assigned. I have no idea if there's even a way to trigger that, like alter that at the moment, but no matter, we can always make some more. We were out of coal, weren't we? Where's my bituminous coal veins? Up the top here somewhere. Some more coal. Dig all that out. Tourmaline, more magnetite. Get limonite. A little bit of you. Hematite. What are you? And you're on the gypsum. So. And let's just do some more exploratory tunnels. Probably don't need too wide. Down here, see what forms in microline. Keep the miners busy for a moment. More migrants. Let's see, how many are coming in? How many did I already miss? Looks like you're the first. Oh, a siege operator. Skilled soaper, novice leather worker. Talented siege operator. Excellent, excellent. I will hopefully have a use for you. Nothing else really? Not associated with anyone? You don't really want to know. Fair enough. A water buffalo calf. Oh, water buffalo portrait. A stray piglet. This Gelder, a high master Gelder. A talented spear dwarf though. Talented's nice. Speaker, negotiator, other skills. Talented climber. You've obviously had a bit of a legacy back somewhere else. Apparently not. You're not associated with anyone, so new person who's just been made. Iron will, very good focus. Short as patience, meager kinesthetic sense. Not great for a soldier, but probably done that. You're strong though, which is excellent. Yeah. Yep, have you earmarked. Thikat no more Datan. A novice milker. And, well, I mean, you're a competent musician, but someone who is not new. Various relatives. Bunch of deities, of course. Adequate fish director. Competent spear dwarf. Competent pike dwarf. Well, I can make use of one of those. A potash maker. Talented potash maker. Competent pump operator. Novice herbalist. Novice dice diagnostician. You are only a novice, however you are by far the best medical dwarf I have. Yep. You know what? I think you are immediately getting earmarked as my new chief medical dwarf. And I will then assign you to the hospital in a second. Woodcrafter, stonecutter. Skilled negotiator, judge of intent, liar, intimidator. You might be a better captain of the guard than our current person. You're a proficient teacher, competent swords dwarf. Fish cleaner. Adequate ambusher, tracker. What are your values? Person sees competition as reasonably important. Doesn't really see the point of working hard. Doesn't particularly respect commerce. Dreams creating a great work of art. Intuition, creativity, good kinesthetic sense. No people you're associated with, which hopefully means you're not going to be an agent or something silly. Yep. Usual bot chatters. Dealt with. Yeah, do you reckon you're going to be my new captain of the guard? Frenetic, creative, slow to love. Sure, new captain of the guard. What's your name? Because you might not show up. Illyral Polinem. Illyral Polinem. Yep, and I will immediately, before I unpause, go and assign you your new rooms and stuff. What do you think now? Good. You're happy. Placing nobles left, right, and centre with this most recent rave. Yep. You have a pet goat. Yep. And bunch of relatives. Adequate fish cleaner. There's your pet goat. This spinner. Couple of relatives. Most of your family's away. That competent axe dwarf. Very good, very good. Incredibly tough, but it's acceptable to Z, so it's fine for military. And I think that is everyone. There's our new medical dwarf. Competent spear dwarf. Keep going down, past the vomit piles. Yep, here we go. Thikat Normal Datan, High Mast Gelder, and leader of our second military squad. Metal armor for now. Recalled for laborious theaters. Yep, right at the top because you're talented, so you're the new leader. I think so. Yep, you are the human spearman. You're a legendary organizer. Miss Monster Hunter? Huh. Competent spear dwarf. So, Kivnish Tathast, the fish dissector. Tathast. Kizvish Tathasti. Yep. You are 2 spear dwarfs. You're a chief medical dwarf. You're a captain of the guard. Yep, you're a competent axe dwarf. So Sibrek Bullicott. Patience. Next no empathy, next no willpower. I don't mind lack of empathy in a soldier. Does not really value skills related to fighting. Maybe not, just based off that. We'll keep it on those two for a moment. Who else might I stick in? How about Cadol, this axe dwarf, spear dwarf? Yep, who's Cadol? Take a look at you. Overview. Patient, clumsy, curious, depression prone. They all have some poor trait. Meager kinesthetic sense. Flimsy and quite clumsy. And whatever, I'll just leave on those two for a moment. We'll get a couple of spears made for them. Out of steel. Forge, steel spear. Forge, steel spear. And do I have much steel left? Okay, yep, enough to get steel mail for them at least. There we go, there we go. Addition. Oh, the courteous order has many in Learnedhall, now requires a temple complex and a high priest. Okay. Go see. Fortress continues to grow. We need to keep doing this sort of stuff. We need a bunch more. Probably going to stick an artifact in on an altar. Something. Look at all those puppies. How do I divide you up? Just cut into the smooth wall somewhat. Back here. Sure, we'll set up some display furniture behind a little set of bars so nothing can steal it. Observation only, please. For that we will need a rock pedestal. What sort of bars do we want to make? Silver? Copper? I mean, you're associated with brass already, and we have some brass in here. So, task. Add new task. Mate. Brass. Rates. Bars. Chains. Blocks. Tables. How do I make you? Says bins, blocks, cabinets, chests, crutches, floodgates. Great. I don't think it's a grate that I'm looking for. We're going to use constructions. You don't... Okay, you just build them directly. They're not a constructed thing. Okay. Time to slaughter a bunch more dogs and stuff, I think. Oh, sure, and some more cats. And I believe there might be some stuff I wanted to pasture in here. Okay, a stray. And... Oh, no. Yep, did not mean to click burrows. And we want to pasture the pets down here where they'll be somewhat safer. Okay, yep, you're done. So we shall now get this section smoothed. Let them get to work on that for a second. Alert. Snatchers. Okay, where are they? Still on the surface. What do we have? Bunch of troglodytes in again. Couple seen. Where are the troglodytes at? Okay. Up there. Honestly, look too many, so there's probably more elsewhere, but we shall see. There's one. There is two. There is a third scene. There is a small dwarven's child playing on the surface. Why are you up here? You should not be up here. And the snatchers are ignoring them. Wonderful. An ambush. Okay, yeah, more stuff coming in. We are under attack. The naked moldog is fighting. And something's shooting at it. Ah. Oh. A wild naked moldog on the surface saw the ambush for us. Well done, random naked moldog. I need to figure out how to get that child underground. We're going to lose all the stray animals on the surface probably, but that is alright. They shall delay them for us. Okay, so I want you... Practice fire, fire at enemies. I mean, everyone stand ready. Okay, so you're not equipped at the moment, so we only have you to deal with. Your schedule is stand ready, station here. And how will I get the kitties off the surface? I remember previous versions of Dwarf Fortress had a setting where you could actually, like, designate an alert area where people would, like, come back into during a siege. I don't think we have that option now. First of all, let me just check. Is there anyone else on the stairs? Monster hunters. Yep. Oh, no, traders. Yeah, the traders are going to run straight into that ambush. Not much I can do about that at this point, though. They've already set off out past the gates. So, small dwarven child. You are penning that water buffalo calf. Now you're playing make-believe. Okay, I need to give you something to do. A way to get you down. I can't draft you because you're a child. Can I do something with a burrow? And I'll need to have a task you can do in the burrow. You won't just run in there, I don't think. Coal Gid Thuras, Coal Grasp Caves. If I just set up a burrow, I need to reestablish that temple in here. Whatever. So okay. Is there a way to search this? Billions, military. Coal. Coal, I'm gonna sell on? Was it you? No. You, I'm pretty sure. Coal Gid Thuras. What do we have here? Workshops, suspend, repaint, recenter. Don't think that's going to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, I think you might just die. Goblin Snatchers being driven off by the traders they just ran into. And I'll just keep that burrow there for now, just in case it does something. And while I remember, I need to set up the Small Gods Temple again. Utterance of Balding. Yeah, reset you. Military seems to be rallying successfully. Back up the surface, see what those goblins are doing. Goblin crossbowman. Novice bone doctor. I wish I had a bone doctor. Are they withdrawing? They're retreating. I did not expect that. You're firing at something? Another mole dog. Huh. Only the mole dogs might have chased them off. Goblin crew. Marks Dwarf. Yep, firing at the Goblin Thief. Yeah, looks like they legged it. I was not quite expecting that, but I will accept it. Let it run a moment longer. What are you lot doing? Store items in stockpile. I'm going to retrieve some stuff that was dropped. Way on the surface. Ah, yep. Hauling individual teeth that were dropped out here. Fair enough. Yeah, so I can remove that burrow. And back to business as usual. You still need a better study and a better quarters. Just get some engravings on the walls, that should help. And I was working on this temple complex, which was here. Yep, and you're all done. Furniture, display furniture. Wait. Repaint. Get you back away from that corner for now, please. assign you display items. Have a bunch of goblets. Artifact goblets. We can stick down a fungi wood cup. Yep. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Granite 1, slug, jet, orthoclase. Thought we had more. Never mind, we'll use that for now. We'll set up some bars and then expand it over here, and that should add a ton of value to this room. Yep, semi-permanent. All craftsmanship is the highest quality sells bands of Galena cabochons, adorned with hanging rings of dolomite, menaces with spikes of fungi wood. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Instructions. Vertical bars. Out of brass. Someone should get on that momentarily. And I should get your schedule done. Staggered, I want to do add new. You have to call it staggered training. Oh, no. I'll just call it staggered 2. It needs to be short enough, it'll fit. I did not confirm that. Yep. Staggered. I've immediately forgotten how to spell stagger. Staggered. Schedule. Cross. Edit. Staggered. Yep, staggered 2. Okay. Overview. Okay, how do I actually set orders to you? Okay, yes. You are off, 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 then train, train, train. So now you are... You are still not named. Okay, how do I do this? I mean... How do I even get the name done? No? Huh. Okay, so now you're training at least. I can't figure out how to name it, but I can figure out how to get the training in. Then you are off duty when these guys are training. And then you have a training order here through the autumn. And then you're off during the winter. Okay. You are back on staggered training as well. I don't think I need you to be ready anymore. Clear the station command as well. There we go. Yeah, and they're gearing up. Found the steel. Found your mail. Found your spear. Full of quarry bushes. Fisher dwarfs are currently fishing. Pair of raw fish has been assigned. Yep, and our fisher workers and our fish cleaners are the ones doing it. Wonderful, wonderful. Rabbit picture. So many portraits now. At least I don't think those are there. Those are new from the update, right? Yep, and that is all in position. Repaint you. How are we doing now? We don't get the value of you. Well, I thought we would have been able to get a big jump up in value for that. I'll give it a second, but I need more brass. Oh, let's become a sword master. Look at that great sword dwarf, Grand Master Observer, High Master Fighter. Drink is currently decreasing now, which is not good. We seemingly have... yeah, we have nothing to brew into drink. Need to get some more breweries up, need to get some more farm plots up. Cut out you, stick another brewery over here. I'll have lump helmets there. I'll try and get some more brewable stuff. I'm going to need some more bags. Make cloth bags, 10 of them, please. What sort of things do I have access to that we can make into dye? Willow leaf dye. Rhubarb. I mean, add new task, we can dye cloth. Just if you have dye, use it, please. Yeah, and I would have thought that pedestal with the cup on it would have greatly increased the value of this place, but never mind. Just need to figure out what I'm doing with that instead. Probably brass flooring to dramatically increase the value. Yeah. Instructions. Floor. $15 brass. Yep, we do not have enough for that. Thought I had lots of brass available. 11. 22. 19 brass bars. Probably expand this storage area as well. And I'll just wait 9 large grass area here. Oh, new music. Very satisfying. Good music. Managed to find any more coal in my exploration up here. Selenite. Stone. Gems. A bit more up here. Now. Lots and lots of appetite here. Yeah, more coal in here. Chuck some your way, try and get some more. Engraver working here. Sorry, I mean planters. Do I want some more planters? I might as well get a couple more people. I don't think I need dedicated wood burners and cheese makers. Now, did I get another engraver? No, I still just have the one. Really don't want to put unskilled engravers to work. Still working through the oats. Someone just stick a cavefish in their bag? Apparently. There we go. Dogs, puppies. Look at that dog. That is an excellent dog. Now we seem to be getting the food and the drink a bit more under control now. Chocolate fish coming in, keeping us topped off, topped up even. Yeah, oat flour stew, oat flour, well minced cavefish, minced oat flour. People are, for the most part, pretty happy, which is wonderful. Wonder if I should just slaughter some more animals. Yeah, I still have lots of dogs and cats I can, yeah, go ahead and slaughter a bunch more of you. Slaughter... Slaughter a pig. Slaughter our oldest pig as well. Keep getting more meat in. Dwarves will eat the meat, keep themselves fed. And I should... Do I have any pig iron still in stock? Ash, coat, lead, brass. One pig iron bar, that is not enough to work with, so... Make some more pig iron for me, will ya? Some more steel in. Get some more iron shields. And it's probably time to start thinking about bedrooms again. Do I have any that are still underprepared? Bedrooms are mostly looking pretty good. And I want to stick some more bedrooms in a new location rather than just down this one section here. Bedrooms down off this corridor, perhaps. We dig down. Sure, I'll get another way in here. I want to put them in this row up. Like that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Some more people housed. Yep. A baby boy born to one of our planters. Build doors and hatches are under E for portal, R for door. Yep. Build portal R. Use closest, keep building. Someone's getting a fancy room over here. Build furniture, bed. Build furniture cabinet. Build furniture chest. 5 more rooms for 5 more dwarves. A ghostly tower cat bed. Oh, I never designated those ones. Or this. Section I missed. Good thing I caught that. Oh, you're not done, are you? Whoops. Have any beds in? Oh, get to that in a moment. Once I get some more furniture. Up, you do not need to stand ready anymore. Combat drills. Yeah, so who else do I want to stick in here? We have a peasant who's a competent sword dwarf. I mean, that seems pretty promising. Who's that peasant? What peasants was it? You, Rigoth? You're making a rock cabinet at the moment? Yeah, competent sword dwarf. Description? Oh, very weak. Why is everyone very weak? A spinner who's a competent axe dwarf. Tough. Staying still. Poor empathy. Low willpower. Incredibly tough. Susceptible to disease. Fine, fine, fine by me. Sure. You can be the next person in. Oh, and you finish making pig iron. Oh, Jungle Titan. The Titan Kaffazit Sumatos Zist, a towering feathered warthog. Has a pair of spindly antennae and a regal bearing. Its rust feathers are patchy, where its deadly spittle. We will deal with that momentarily. Make steel. Where are you at? There we are. 370 years old, strong and sickly. 97 noticeable kills. A lot of elves. A lot of elves. Enemy of many different places. Got any wounds or anything on you? Nope. See what your deadly spittle does when we get to it. Yep. So, anyone on the surface? Of course, a young child. I just need to get rid of this zone up here. That's what they're coming to play in, aren't they? Well, after this Titan goes through, that zone might have been gotten rid of already. What are you doing, friend? Cleaning splatterings of blood. Probably a bad idea. I have no idea how to turn off those cleaning orders, though. So, here we go. Everyone, stand ready. Quads, yeah, you guys are not ready at this point, so schedule, ready. And station here, please. Where'd that Titan go? Yep, killed a child. Figure that would be what happened. The attacks the child, she jumps away. The child kicks the Titan in the head, bruising the fat. And then the Titan kicks the dwarven child in the hand, and the child explodes into gore. Yep, stomp the head off. Arm up, dwarves, quickly as you can. What are you going to do? Store item in bin? No, do not store item in bin. What are you even thinking of storing? I just need to forbid everything there. Yeah. Is there a way I can just standing orders for forbidding stuff by default? Claim you dead. Yeah. Forbid dead. Forbid death items. Do these count as sieges? We'll just try... all of these. Hopefully that will work. Keep tracking that Titan for a moment. Uninvited guest. Current type. Where are you heading? Are you heading into the fort? Looks like it poking around the top anyway. Back down the staircase. Anyone still out here? Monster Slayer. Are you gonna go try your luck, friend? Pick up equipment. Just running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I need to get backpacks and stuff in here. Already scheduled. I need to forbid backpacks and stuff. Well, not forbid, but prevent them from being stored in here. No backpacks, no flasks, please. There you go, mate. Equipment. You have a bronze halberd and no armor. And you've been walking around with troglodyte blood on you for who knows how long. Why is there another dwarven child playing make-believe up here? You should not be playing make-believe up here. Okay, where'd the monster go? Oh, still kicking beasties up on the surface. Yep. Fighting this child. Pain, heavy bleeding, another dead child. The children are not very clever. They tend to get in life-threatening situations. Left upper arm mangled beyond recognition. Upper body is cut open. Left shoulder is mangled long. Yep. His left arm is just completely gone. Managed to bruise it a couple of times. Dodge, dodge. Yep, child gives in. Jungle Titan bites the dwarven child in the head, and the severed part flies off in an arc. Yeah, and you did not automatically get forbidden, which is not good. Okay, so we'll check down here. If no one is... people are going up, what are you going to go do? Why are you going to go clean, friend? Oh dear, what are other people running up to do? 10 pasture. No, in fact, I am just going to go up. Remove this zone. Don't pasture anything to there. We do not need it. Please do not. Okay, it's moving down into the fort. So who are you going to run into on the way? This child who is playing make-believe on the stairs? This other child playing make-believe on the stairs? A child who's going to drink, which means they are leaving. You are going to eat, which means you're leaving. You're going to drink, which means you are leaving. That is excellent. So, where's everybody at? Can I just zoom to you in an easy way? No? Well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready to fire. Oh, that is another dead child. Where are you going? Picking up bruises? Oh, running back up to the surface. Oh, to kill a cat. Another dwarf. Fishery worker with 4 children and no jobs. It shall forever remain a deep uncertainty why you are here. No job. Why are people just hanging out here with no job? Yep, Titan's just going to keep murdering people, including good hair, unfortunately. Trapper. Yeah, I wanted to keep you alive, unfortunately. More and more people just sprinting in. Yeah, I do wish there was a way to kind of prevent people from just doing that stuff. However, it does appear the beastie died. It's no longer there. Where are you? Not showing up on the list anymore. Yep, there's the beast's body. So what ended up happening to it? Jungle Titan is fighting a trapper. Oh yeah, the human lasher lashes the Jungle Titan in the head with the whip, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain. Yeah, the human lasher got it. Well done, Monster Hunter. Okay, you do need diagnosis. Your left foot is cut open. We can get our hospital set up. Oh, very well done on that. Now I need to head up and unforbid a lot of this stuff. Now I can unforbid you. Claim. Okay, so the child stuff. Let's see. So these trolls. Don't know where you found a dead troll. Monster hunters must have dealt with that. Yeah, so we took a few casualties. Okay, yeah, so you need to be unforbidden. Recheck. Okay, should all be good now. Need to make some more coffins. I can get that. I'm gonna run in here. Rock coffins. Gonna need a bunch more anyway. So get you working now. Carve out the space, put them in it. Keep loaded, but do not stand ready. Keep loaded, do not stand ready. Keep loaded, do not stand ready. Schedule staggered training. Back you go. People are washing blood off themselves here. We have 2 people in need of diagnosis. Your left foot is cut open. Your left foot is cut open. Foot-related injuries prevail. What am I doing while you're here anyway? Still listed as a militia captain, which should not be the case. There we go. Take you off that duty. And still standing there. Field furniture. Do I have any burial stuff left? I do not. Means we'll need to get some more little burial chambers in here. Give the miners something to do. And I will need to get our diagnostician working in the hospital. So, diagnostician. And I'll just set you off as a generic doctor, I think, at the moment. Along our chief medical dwarf. Wherever you are currently at. Able... I do wish there was an easier way just to... I'm going to hit there. A, B... Okay, you're currently getting a drink. Let's see what you do. No job there. Diagnosing patient. Health. Evaluated. Needs cleaning. Needs dressing. Cool. Easy enough. Diagnosing. Needs cleaning. Needs suture. Needs dressing. Should be able to do that. Not any real problems. Burial furniture. Need to make coffins. They're working on it. Other furniture we can get in includes some more bedroom stuff. Few more done. Yep, we lost the yak ball in the attack, been missing for a week. Say the human lash is going to attach to the copper whip, you just used it to kill a titan. Oh. And apparently in the middle of that, I got a follow. I was a bit distracted. Thank you for the follow, Chrono. Yep, dwarves were already being tended to, thread. Yeah, none of that was skilled work, so just stand dwarves would come in, use some thread and some soap, get that all handled for them. Need to keep improving this. Do I have more brass available? I do not want to use closest. I would like to collect material after placing, please. No brass? I sworn I had a bunch of brass available. I don't want to do this instead. Make statues, put them around. Okay. You will give to there. And we shall make some statues out of silver, iron, tin. I mean, why do we even need to specify? Why can't you pick one on your own? Give me decision analysis. We'll do a zinc statue related to just any statue related to Sedil the Helmed Love. Good. Export ban has ended on the crowns. Zinc is being transported in and now being worked on. Food and drink is still holding steady. We have plenty of meat and fish coming in, only a few plants, so drink is still the troublesome thing. But winter means it's plump helmet season, so... And now I've removed everything from the pasture up top, I should repasture a bunch of beasties. Just grab you, repaint, just add a whole bunch of space in. There's plenty of area to work with. Can't spread across multiple levels, apparently. Hopefully that works. Still need to cut open that obsidian at some point. And go through, assign things that need grazing area to here. Probably just want to slaughter a couple of the bigger animals. Yeah. What do we have? Stray water buffalo. And... sure. Other stray water buffalo. Export ban on crossbows. Zinc statue of Edam Inky trumpets. Yep, being turned into a vampire. Okay, and so you shall take items from there, give items to there, take items. Okay, I'm going to need an additional stockpile. So, so custom. Oh, keep accidentally scrolling off level and want to be looking at when I'm doing this. Gem setting pool, you're currently set up on sheets. That is not correct when I look at it more closely. Furniture. All. You. Custom. Furniture. All. Yeah, and then you are set to... okay, furniture is set to take from there, give to there. You are set to, yep, give to the Metalsmith's Forge. Gem setting pool, you will take items in the gem setting pool. You'll give items to furniture stockpile 19. What's furniture stockpile? Okay, yes. Give items to furniture stockpile 19. And you will also take items from here. You should have... gems? No, you only have rough gems. Yeah. I want cut gems in there as well. I do not want cut gems in here. Or rough gems, for that matter. Okay, the statue's getting hauled. I need to get the burial stuff in. Use closest. There goes the child carrying the statue. Which is not going to the correct space. Furniture type. Disallow statues for now. I will forget about that later and wonder why nothing is getting stored. Unless you're just going for a very roundabout farthing method. Okay, granite coffer. Why did a granite coffer end up in the gem setting pool? You take from... oh, never mind. And cross furniture of cut gems. And just see what the drawer ends up doing with that. Okay, you grabbed... Yes, grab the statue. Wonderful. And I can stick that chest in. Who's fighting? Naked mole dog and some dogs. That should be fine. Got the value up slightly. Yep, adding more stuff on. Oh, value is continuing to increase. That jumped it up a lot that time. Now the coffer's getting encrusted. Good. Yes, it's working. And now the statue cycled back into the appropriate pool. It's rapidly becoming a very valuable coffer. Might just forbid it so it's not used. Try and get it on the statue. That coffer might replace one of the mayor's office ones, because I still need to get the value of that up. Or maybe I should just dump it in here. You know what? No. They can both just get dumped in this temple to help get the value of it up. What's furniture with cut gems? Finished goods? No. Furniture, friend. Furniture. Do a few more cycles of that. Get them nice and valuable. There was Sibek the Weaver even wanting. I still needed to make you a weapon, didn't I? Sibek the Spinner. Even. Competent Axe Dwarf, that's right. I need a steel axe commissioned. Steel mail. And then a bunch of iron helms. Bunch of iron high boots. Help get our dwarves armored up. Yep, did not mean to place that there. Cancel. Build furniture bed. Get both of you in. Build furniture burial places. I need to make more coffins. Ashery. Wrong level. This is the correct level. Let's make some rock coffins. Just give it a work order. Get those done. Tomb. Paint. No, not what I meant to do. Repaint. Accept. Unfortunately, I don't think you can multi this here, unless they're enclosed, which is a bit annoying. I mean, I could enclose them, but I kind of like the aesthetic of having them open. And you can't hotkey this either. Not letting me paint at all. Boom. Paint. Except, okay, it liked it that time. For some reason it was not letting me paint. Yep. Tomb and stuff. You having bad memories about this, friend? Yep, didn't feel anything upon seeing the body. Okay, so that one has not been assigned, which is good. Might indicate we actually have enough here for now. Accept. Tomb. Accept. And do that one more time. There we go. Okay, so that's getting cancelled. Can you not just keep ornamenting the same things over and over again? Oh, never mind. I mean, might as well cancel all that for now. And cancel that for now. Get these two bits of furniture in position. Yep, get you in and get the statue in. That should get this room value up a bit. What's I want to do? I could just hollow this section out and turn it into an annex on the temple. I could have sworn displaying artifacts would add them to the room value. Yeah, that's fine. Some furniture can be stored there. I'll sort that out when I want to gem and crust stuff later. Almost there. Constructed floor. Construct a floor out of iron, zinc. I have lead. I do have silver. Silver is valuable. Sure. 9 tiles of silver as well. Yep, an early spring. 186, meaning another autosave comes on. Saving, saving. We'll just keep improving all of your place with some more engravings, get the value up. Yeah, some people still sleeping in the dorms. At least 2 more bedrooms. Force is ticking along comfortably. I'm a little bit saddened I can't figure out how to actually, like, regulate. Yeah, it's gonna be skeleton just lying there. I'm a little bit sad I can't kind of figure out how to not have just a bunch of random civilians sprint out to fight any attackers. Hopefully with the pasture up here, it should be less likely that people are already out, which means I could do some stuff with... Oh, I'll just leave. No, I'll unforbid those. It's free clothes. Unforbid, not forbid. Yeah, hopefully with the pasture not up here, that means I can do some more stuff like gates or something in order to help control people. Elfin caravan has arrived. Just with fruit. I mean, I'll grab some fruit. Humans are still here. They have not moved in a long time. Lisa, remembering feeling pleasure standing next to this fine trading depot. So I can't sell the crossbow. That has been banned. Let's see. I could flog them some tables. Ballista arrows are made with wood. Sell them some of the worst mechanisms. I could sell them a door. Yeah, I don't want to buy much, just a little bit of fruit. The prepared food, bunch of stuff. Look at all those quarry bush leaves. Ingredients of well-minced quarry bush leaf, superiorly minced quarry bush leaf, well-minced quarry bush leaf. Anyway, that bit of fish is adding up. Just okay, fish, keep pouring in. Because this connects straight up to the edge, I think this should be an infinite fish source for us. Elves are here. Broker requested. Yeah, trade. We are enchanted by your more ethical works. We've come to trade. Ooh, this is all just cut stone. Except for the tree feather egg yolk. Which I think you brought, but for some reason is showing up on my side of the sale. The... Yeah, buy a fruit. Leaves and fruit. Here we go. More traditional classic fruit. I wonder what dwarves will do with coconuts if they get their hands on them. We can turn a coconut into alcohol? If anyone can manage that, a dwarf probably can. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. All good, all good. No broker needed. Spearmaster? What's this going after that? Okay, still not quite there. We need to engrave this flooring. Hopefully that should do it though. We have a bunch of engraving that needs worked on. Needs to be worked on, so I guess our one engrave will just get to that over time. Expecting if we get another bridge up there and just run a little corridor outside, full of traps, even if goblins come with siege equipment, they'll hopefully just bust through here or through the gate, then end up in the kill box, even if they eventually end up avoiding the trap corridor. I think that's part of how they work in modern times. If they sense there's too many things going wrong, they will try and path around it. A little zigzaggy corridor like that. naked mole dogs and dogs fighting. Pair of pigtail owners just dropped in the middle of the ground. They're not even tattered. Why'd you do that? Let's make some cloth shirts, cloth trousers, and some cloth mittens. Cloth shoes. Silk shoes? Want to keep the silk if I can. Cloth shoes. We should have plenty of pigtail. Yep, lots and lots of pigtail. So some cloth socks as well. So I am wondering at present, we've got a little bit of downtime. I am wondering if we could send out the military to do any interesting searching. Because something I would quite like to grab, if I can, is some books to help get a library kick-started. We have the Necromancer Tower down here. I'm slightly leery of grabbing books from a Necromancer's Tower, though. I think I will look at is these various monasteries, because for some reason, monasteries always show as having no civilized population. Yeah, look at that. 2 days travel north, there'll be a bunch of books, and sometimes they do spawn with very sizable libraries. Or spawn with, sometimes they've generated very sizable libraries. Hard work of all those monks who, for some reason, are not recognized as living here. Which, if it still works as it used to, just makes them pretty free sources of books. 4 days travel that direction. Anything down the bottom here? Really? I do kind of want to raid one of these mysterious lairs at some point. That might be a later thing, though. Some conquered elven sites. Yeah, I am liking the look of this place up here. Monastery of Wound Drinker. No civilized population. Up by a bunch of our friends. 2 days travel. And I think how this UI is a bit different first time I'm looking at it, but this seems to be correct. I don't particularly want any livestock, though I don't think there'll be any there. But take important treasures, that'll be the books, because they count as artifacts, and any other artifacts that happen to be there. Some of these aren't books. If there's any prisoners or captives, again, I don't think there are, you can bring it along. So, here I send you out. Did that just log the mission correctly? Yes, look at that, heading out to explore. Oh, joyous, joyous. We'll see how that goes. And if I'm getting books, I want to get my library set up. But where do I want the library set up? Just, I think, off the back of here, past the hospital. Up behind the mayoral quarters. Yeah. We can have a sizable space just cut out. You'll fill with bookshelves and some scribes, hopefully sometimes. I believe we have 2 dwarves I wanted to make scholars, if I've been keeping track of my migrants and stuff correctly. Let's keep an eye on these guys as they head off. Wish them luck. The dwarves are out to explore the world. Only Stackard thinks I'm a very, very important person. Out in the sunlight again, so you have doubled back to get provisions halfway through leaving. Joy oh joy. They'll get to it, eventually. Hopefully I'm not attacked in the meantime. Build. Portal. R for door. I want these to match, so sure, granite doors. A new task, I will need some bookshelves, bookcases. Don't actually need very many of these at all. They do store, I believe, a massive quantity of books. Our ranger is running around doing something. 4 bookshelves, and that should last me a forever. The Aspect 1 Fae, currently working. Yeah, see what you grab. It was your dabbling stonecutter, so that'll be what you're working on. Felt self-pity after being unable to practice craft for too long. Well, you're gonna get that done real quickly. Dreams creating a great work of art. Yep. About to happen. More Galena. Let's get this area smooth so it's nice to look at. All those dwarves running across now, they have something to do. Constructions, a bridge. Yeah. Raising that direction. Get another bridge in. I will probably link them both to the same lever. I'll get 2 levers in. Build. Machines, lever, right next to the first one though. Still need to get this done. Not quite there yet. Youth Engraver? Yes, the Engraver's working on it. Perfect time with me watching that. It's almost ready. Migrants. Is that it? Oh, they've already passed in. Bit slow on the uptake. Oh. Bunch coming in. Okay. Check down the staircase. Anyone on it? Yep, new arrival. Keep going down. New arrival. New arrival. New arrivals. Yep, this is going to be a bit annoying to check, but I do like checking everyone as they come in. Another siege engineer. Okay, yeah. Bunch of people. No job, paper maker. New? I think you might be new and have just arrived. If so, what's your deal? Competent marks, dwarf. Cool. And now we start working up. Yep, that is your pet turkey. Miller, new arrival. High Master Miller. Professional swords dwarf. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Fairly sick, quite clumsy, not great, but just for the skill level you're coming in on. Meager kinesthetic or analytical. You know what, I don't mind. Kubuk Unusast the Miller. Yeah, you're in. Someone brought their pet kitten. Weaponsmith, armorsmith, blacksmith, metal crafter. Bunch of stuff, your general metalsmith. Oh, that's quite nice. You, the siege engineer. Accomplished siege engineer? Novice engraver? I want to get you put on engraving at just novice level? Possibly. High master. Oh, yes. Good, 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 good. Green dresser, diagnostician, gem setter. Skilled mace dwarf as well. I do want you in the hospital though. Big. High master glazer, talented armor smith. That's the second armor smith I can work with. We sort of stop getting people with extended families from the historical characters section now. We've got a lot of just generic people with no external relatives. Novice spinner, novice presser, very basic farmer. Talented mason. A miner, thresher, diagnostician, pump operator. Fighting skills, but no weapon skill associated with it. Adequate diagnostician. Nothing else. Competent spear dwarf. Legendary tracker. You are a person associated with a bunch of stuff. You have a couple of your daughters here. And cousins, I believe I saw. You are the person I just looked at. Ranger. Bunch of ranger skills. Novice weaponsmith, skilled bone carver. Expert marks dwarf. That's nice. Skilled ambusher. I don't really want a hunter, but you might work just in the military. Yeah, how about you? Adequate milker. Oh, I do notice competent spear dwarf. Legendary tracker. Okay. Bone doctor. Yep. I will take that. A dyer. High master dyer. Again, some combat skills, but no actual weapon skill. You are a historical. Historical peasant. Nothing. Cool. Talented engraver. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Yep. You can be the second engraver then. Another peasant. Some extended family, but your half-sister is the other peasant. Ballers are probably useful. Cool. What's that? A colony of bumblebees. So, well, I remember. Engraver. Yes. Second engraver. Yeah, all you can do is mine. I mean, no, I have enough miners. I don't know if I want to use you for something else at some point. Weaponsmiths. Yep. So, jump down here. We have the hospital. I do think I'm going to change the chief medical dwarf position again to our new high master diagnostician, because you're the fanciest dwarf. And remove you, so we want a doctor, which can be you, because you have a couple of different skills. Cog is just a diagnostician, I believe. Yep, adequate diagnostician. So that can be your role. You, however, green dresser and diagnostician. I'll stick you on generic doctor. Bone doctor. Yep. Doran. And I don't have a surgeon. But we are looking a bit better, medical-wise. Yeah, you want more splints and crutches. That's whatever, so. Make some powerful casts probably at some point. Okay, and rather than keeping a armor smith only here, we shall set you up a new work detail just for armor smithing. And just like that. And what did you end up grabbing later? Slate. Bunch of stuff ended up here. I don't know if you're using all that. Yes, we shall see. And what's the new petition? Okay, another temple, the Creed of Dusk. Many worshippers now requires a temple named priest. We will approve. Creed of Dusk, Creed of Dusk. Almost there. So, wonder which one is the Creed of Dusk. New temple. Just have a look in here, figure out. Okay, worshipper of Dissim, god of mist. Unfortunately, I do not have mist generators set up or kind of the way to go, so I guess we're just getting a pretty generic temple. But in here, sure, I might regret kind of closing in the smelters a bit there, but certainly we can make sure I can set up new smelters somewhere else if I really want to. Anything I want the miners working on? Yeah, more bituminous coal. I know we're a very small temple as it is, so I want to kind of expand right here. Two entrances into the temple maybe, so people pass through it? Sure. Not there. Okay, granite earrings. Let's see what that looks like. Ecosar. Wow, that is expensive. This is a Galena earring. All craft workmanship of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round Galena cabochon, studded with steel, decorated with cove spider silk and naked moldog leather, and encircled with bands of cushioned Galena cabochons, alpaca wool, cave spider silk, and tower cap. Apparently all those ingredients were for this. On the item is an image of Galena. The artwork relates to the construction of strange guild fist in Learnedhall in the early summer of 185. On the item is an image of single cut gems in Heliodor. Strange guild fist. Something odd happening in the Legends mode generation, possibly. That was not, in fact, for some reason I just instinctively put in the instruction build a bed rather than a door. Much better. That. New temple. The Creed of Dusk. Labyrinthine Church. Excellent. And we'll get this all smoothed out as well. You have to be good now. Yes, temple complex. Recognize High Priest. The first shell. Sacred fortification. Sure. One of our rangers. There, finally got that done. Yep, beasties being found starved, that's right. Grazing animals we brought in, we can just butcher them. These are all coming along all right. I never put anything to be done in here. I should alter that now. What do I want? I mean, just grow a ton of plump helmets, I reckon. Did our mission never come back? It looks like they did. Like we grabbed a bunch of artifacts. How do I check that in this version? I remember that being quite easy previously. Like, yeah, you're in the fortress. No report on the missions, though. There, mission report down here. In the mid-spring of 186, the forces of the Armour of Gates searched Woundrinker. In the mid-spring, they looted. See, the possibilities of the composition. The mountain home and the universe. Beyond the temple. Woundrinker, a bridge. The monastery might help. The mountain halls when it counts. The mountain home in practice. Musings on the mountain halls. Well done. Bunch of very dwarfy sounding books there. And yes, you are all smooth, which means we can get our bookcases in. To arrange them. Oh, I ordered 4, but I think a couple got cancelled by that strange mood. Never mind. These things store so many that even just 2 is fine. Meeting area. Sept. New library. The Mansion of Manners. Do I want to rename you? Assign. Or do I like the Mansion of Manners? Let's try that a few times. The Bastion of Lights, the Prime Sanctuary. Zlerovol. And I'll just call this zone the library, because I am unlikely to have another one. Yep. All visitors welcome? Yeah, all visitors welcome to the library. Let's get some horrible mistakes of visitors in. See what carnage they can cause. Now I need to figure out how to actually get them to stock the books. Don't know if they'll do it automatically or not. I don't even know what books would fall under here. Codices? No. It's unlikely to be scrolls. Texts. Just books. It's not just books. Finished goods, maybe. No, finished goods aren't listed as finished goods on this menu. Rings, rough jam, scepter seeds, siege ammo. No idea. We'll see if they show up in here eventually. Oh, they are reading books in here. Yep, you're reading The Monastery Might Help and in the library, which still means Monastery Might Help is in the library. Mysteries of the Shape. Oh, hey, Generous. Goes pretty good. We had a brief instant with a jungle titan, which got killed by one of our monster hunters with a single strike from a whip through the skull eventually, though. So I've just sent out some dwarves to start getting books together for our library. Reading books. The mountain halls when it counts. What's this one? Wooden portion, a 25-page guide. Concerns the Hillix Manor Pondered. People are learning. Oh, now the baby born. Who are our scholars who want to add? That's right. Observers from our military, but I probably don't want to do that. We go talented mathematician and logician. My master diagnostician? Yeah, our chief medical dwarf. Probably also go in. Yep, I was right. Our accomplished mechanic, the bone carver person had some engineering stuff in. Sure. All three of you can become scholars. I need to link you up to there. Oh. And then time to start getting some trap stuff built. I mean, I still need to make a bunch of equipment. At least you all have... You're using an axe? I did not think you're an axe person. And you seem to just grab a generic low-grade axe. And I see you on here with it. Maybe not. Never mind, never mind. Armor, armor, armor. Dogs and mole dogs still fighting. Very nice little just passive gain of food, just the mole dogs slowly trickling in and getting killed by our non-mole dogs. How's this temple coming together? Yep, so we need to get some stuff in here so you actually get some value. So the Creed of Dusk. What would the Creed of Dusk have in its temples? I mean, it would just have a chest for storing musical instruments. It would probably have statues of its god. And who did the Creed of Dusk worship again? Creed of Dusk worship Disam, the god of mist. Disam. Oh, we can have some iron statues, I think, and I'll get some more iron smelted. Just to help make up for that. And a bunch of generic furniture ended up getting stored in our gem pools, which is very unfortunate. Furniture, iron, statue, related to this M. Make an iron statue. Why are you being cancelled? Oh, are we really out of iron? Well, that's why I have these on. Another giant has come. The giant Acer Usengrisus Don. A gigantic creature resembling a human, almost unparalleled in size. Acer Search Savior the Massive. Yep. See, you have a copper crossbow, or craftsmanship is of the highest quality. Craftsmanship, not crafts dwarfship. You don't have combat skills, thankfully. 8 kills. 2 dwarves, 6 elves. Will you encounter anything on your way to the fort? Does not immediately look like it. And as you crawl down towards the fortress, we have people standing around with no activity in the Forbidden Zone. You know what, I am just going to forbid all this. You should not be here if you do not need to be here, friends. In general. What's your equipment look like? Yeah, you're still mostly unequipped. I don't particularly want to throw you into battle yet. You, however, are mostly equipped. Cool. So, new schedule. Ready. Did I click something odd? No idea. Anyway, yes, so ready. Station up here. Preparation for the oncoming giant. Soldier, unreachable location. And station up here, I guess. Why are you having demonstration stuff? You should not be on training. Let's see, where is that giant at? Still approaching. You know what? Stand ready on these. I'm curious if I can get them to work. Are you coming in to visit the new library? Yeah. Presumably, from surgeon, wound-dresser? Sound like someone who would visit a library? What are scholars doing? What? We are frantically discussing things. Interested after pondering bandages. Anyway, back to the giant. Do not get distracted. There is a giant incoming. Keep the time running. Keep tracking the beastie. Final approach. Yep, final approach. Feel free to fire these things. Who do we have manning them? Nobody with any skills. Here it comes. Okay. Incoming crossbow bolts. Boom. Those are strong. Let's see how this played out. The flying iron bolt strikes the giant in the head, fracturing the skull. Yep, first crossbow bolt immediately knocks it over. And then bunch more kind of smash into it. Keep loaded. Initial salvo did its work. See if that kills it. Nope. Unconscious, tired, nauseous, seriously injured. Ability to stand lost. Ability to grasp lost. Left knee is broken. Left knee is bruised. Left lower leg is broken. Right lower leg is broken. Left hand is broken. Right upper leg is broken. Left upper arm is broken. Arms are just gone. Guts are bruised. Head is cut open. Lower body is cut open. Skull is fractured. You are short for a giant. Well, kill, lads. What are you having bad memories about? Terrified while in conflict. Legendary discipline, though. Come on. Boom. Did you get the kill? Yep. How'd this go? You ran up, stabbed it in the head, and killed it instantly. Back on staggered training. No special orders. Nice and clean. Luckily, giants are not that tough. Our fish stockpile continues to increase. Our plump helmets are coming along. Silver, zinc. How's our iron stock? Pig iron, lead bars. We still not have any iron? I could have sworn I ordered you to make a bunch of iron here. Still outstanding. We should have lots of hematite up top too, for you to make use of. Yeah, ton of magnetite, just get that in. Probably just want to get some ore stockpiles down here as well. Cut back into you. We can have some more stockpiles set up. We'll start with... what do we have lots of just lying around? Lots of magnetite. Quite a bit of limonite. Do a magnetite stockpile first. Set custom stone, metal ores. I mean, actually, I don't really care what iron it is, provided you get it down here. So, magnetite, limonite, or magnetite, all stored in here, please. appears to be a peasant sleeping on the ground. Ooh. Our dorm full. Ooh. I could make the dorm bigger, which would be far more efficient, or I could get more bedrooms in. Any bedrooms without a bed? Look like it. Mandate has ended. N for cabinet. Another baby born somewhere. Another baby born somewhere. Yep. Our hammerer has a young boy. That was not, in fact, how to do that at all. I don't know what I was attempting to manage there. Got some more bedrooms. Kids playing down here. Vampire sitting in the vampire room. Still attempting to attend a meeting. It's never gonna happen. You are, however, feeling elated about having your punishment delayed. Not so certain about that. Not at all so certain about that. You're quite slow to stock up here. What are my dwarves doing at the moment? Few people with no job, so despite the hauling orders in. A lot of limestone in here for flux as well. Maybe I just need some more wheelbarrows. More wheelbarrows does always seem like a good idea, doesn't it? Gorlak. Gorlak philosopher. Oh, yes. Excellent. Pondering dissection. Hello, friend. Friend. Master student. Master reader. Great critical thinker. Look at everything you know about. Philosophy. Ethics and the state. So, would you like to petition to become a resident? Please. Please. Thank you. I love Gorlak so much. set these to non-stockpiles at the moment to empty them out. Get the furniture out of there. Much better. Oh, I can't do iron statues, but I can still do lead statues. Which are, you know, probably the next best thing, right? I've forgotten what the god's name was again. It started with a D. I am not going to remember it off the top of my head. Creed of Dusk. Creed of Dusk worships... It worships Dizem. Dizem. Okay. Add new statue. Furniture. Out of lead. Make a statue related to Dizem. Yep. Deity of the Rustic Confederacy. Human god of mist. Previous mayor was re-elected. What else could I make a mist god out of? Fine pewter, maybe. Sure. And look at that, all that go. You're currently hauling one of my books out of my library. Oh well, it happens. You get some more books and I need to get paper manufacturing ready. Mandate for goods production. What are we making? Make crowns? That one's very easy. A task. Make bone crowns. Just to make bone crafts in general here, I think. This is a work order. Yep, we're starting to get some iron in. Yep, 28 bars again, meaning we can get back to working on our equipment. We need steel, we need a bunch of... yeah, a bunch of greaves as well. Start work on some greaves first of all. What's going on? Yep, cat gel symbol always scares me. Chief Medical Dwarf has become a student of Attis the Scholar, creator of Discuss Bandages. Yeah, so our mechanic. Excellent. Anyway, yes, make armor, iron greaves. Make armor, iron greaves. I just need a bunch of those. Okay. Ooh. Study's good. We just need your quarters a tad better. We can Cannot manage by engraving. Everything is engraved. Oh, we have some space on the floor that can be engraved. There and there. Bunch of images of trees. Heal noiseless the homage of princesses, the steel spear. Music's kicking in. I really like this track. Now I need to remember how to make paper. I think you need the screw press. Does that sound right? I reckon that sounds right. Let's do the screw press in there. That is not a very valuable statue at 50. Oh. Reckon we will try encrusting it. There. Take from both of you. All type, none except statues. And custom. Cannot just copy, but never mind. Custom. Nope, nope, not ammo. Furniture. Accidentally keep scrolling. Type none except statues. Take them there as well. Give to there. Yep, all good. Hopefully that statue should end up in the correct place and I can get some gems on it. A bunch of fine pewter. A ton of fine pewter. I should do pewter lined floors. Yeah, I like that. That was not what I wanted to do. Dear. I wanted to specify building material using that fine pewter I just made. Only 2 fine pewter bars available. Never mind. How about now? Much better. Perfect. More migrants. One of our children has withdrawn from society. Ross furniture and cut gems, please. What are our migrants looking like? Already in the fort? Did I miss them? Might have already missed them. Okay. Do I have anyone with new arrival? Showing up. No. Bugger. Guess I'll never know who showed up then. I think you are... No, you're part of the fort. Eh. That's annoying. Just have to hope I got some good people there. How's the equipment going? Update your equipment, please. You should be... Yeah, you can find the greaves now. I order you to update your equipment. You still don't find the appropriate high boots. Okay. So we need mail, we need gloves. Details, what are you using? You're using a bronze battle axe. Back Unanos. Back Unanos. Your skills. Combat. You're a professional sword dwarf. You should be using a steel sword. I do have steel, yes? I don't have steel? No steel, I do have pig iron. Okay, we need to make some steel. Armor, iron, high boot. Make armor, iron, high boot. Make armor, iron, high boot. Make armor, iron, high boot. Okay, how did you work out? Oh, you are much more valuable now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What are you working on in there? Naked Moldog Bone, Granite, Rough Heliodors. A bunch of cut gems, if possible. Yep, build, furniture, statue. Eh. Still don't have access to you. You'll haul back to there. Now, build, furniture, statue. Get you in. And that should be more than enough to get this temple up and running. I do find kind of interesting, it was actually a human faith from one of our neighboring civilizations that came up. Oh, a instrument, a gasol, claimed as a personal treasure. A granite gasol. All craft dwarf ships of the highest quality is encrusted with point-cut heliodors. On the item is an image of Toulon Red Metal the Dwarf and Issa Dyswim the Profane the Forgotten Beast. Issa Dyswim is striking down Toulon. Art relates to killing of Toulon by Issa Dyswim in cactus ships. Yep, cactus ships are ancient mount home, the Tower of Ors. Let's read about the actual instrument itself. The gasol is a large handheld glass wind instrument consisting of a cylindrical of a central wind chest and 10 cylindrical stone pipes fitted with 3 reeds. The instrument selects the pitch by pressing keys to stop holes. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from very low to mid-high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a fluid timbre. Yep, timbre pitch information. Cool. Recognize the priesthood. Who is the Holy Mist? Sure, that planter. You have some skills in it, so... There is the jungle titan being struck down. Good. The fort is really coming along quite nicely. Okay, what do I even need to construct a screw press? You're still construction inactive. Uncertain. Okay. Some boots, we need some gloves. Oh, look at that, you are all equipped. That is wonderful. Yeah, so we need to get you a sword. We need to get some more mail on. We need to get more gloves. The ban. Export of thrones. Okay. It should have... Yep, 4 steel. After... Okay, so we will need to forge weapons, steel short sword. And after this you can forge... Nope, not weapons. Armor, steel, mail shirt, armor, steel, mail shirt. I can cancel that. Fine, pewter. Need to get some more pig iron. Cave hopper blood. Huh. Running around, getting equipped. Yeah, we've well and truly got food and drink back under control. Mostly drinking dwarven wine still, but hopefully there should be a little bit of something else in there. Maybe not, that's a lot of dwarven wine. Yeah, all of our fruit got cooked into food rather than turned into wine. Oh well. Alert, snatchers. Protect the children. Snatcher, protect the children. Yep. You. How's our military currently standing by? The answer is not really. Yep, caught us between the shifts. We still have that Human pikeman standing there. Cats. Engineer coming in. Look at all these scholars coming in to study stuff for us. Wonderful. Yep, so they will come in and we'll see how far they get. Yep, immediately chased off by the human pikeman. Excellent job. An ambush. Necromancer with an alpaca head. Okay. Goblin crossbowman? With the necromancer? Okay, what's going on out there, lads? 3 goblins. Another goblin. Okay, did we have a necromancer visitor? Who just animated you? Necromancer farmer Mufol. We do not have line of sight of that. Okay, we'll keep... Goblins seem to be withdrawing. Mafol. There's a necromancer we cannot see, who seems to be chasing off the goblins, thankfully. It's also 2 ambushes, which means I think we're eligible for a siege next time. Alpaca head. Grazer. Requires pasture. Yeah, so you're fleeing. Get back to focusing on that undead alpaca. See what happens. The ambushes seem very cowardly. Both times they've been spotted and then immediately legged it without even trying to fight. Yeah. Only animated the head, not the rest of the alpaca, which was separate to it. And we'll just see how that goes. I don't think there's a threat anymore. All that. Yeah. Goblins are gone except for this goblin who is currently discussing stuff with us. Goblin Scholar. You do not have any thoughts, I mean skills relating to that. I'm just quickly wondering, yeah, you are a citizen of the Scorching Monster. You know what? Which is an enemy. in person, so I'm just trying to think. I go intelligence, interrogation. How do I interrogate someone? I think I might need an open face in order to do that, which is slightly unfortunate. I cannot go sort the stuff through here. Nope. Never mind. Guess they can do whatever nefarious things they want. Actually, what I should do, appoint a dungeon master to sort that out. We have a novice schemer. Which is actually probably a bad sign. I don't think you were a novice schemer before, which implies you've done some scheming. Oh yeah, I need to get that trap corridor sorted out. Or make special trap equipment. I do think I want to make special trap equipment. Special trap equipment is fun. Trap components, iron. Menacing iron spikes. Iron, yep. Large iron balls to brush/poke things with. And some iron discs to cut things apart. Not the correct thing I meant to click on. Again, not the correct thing I meant to click on. I will get it one of these days. Trap components. Menacing iron spikes. Probably just want some iron weapons to help bulk it out too. I do want a large axe blade as well. Smelt some magnetite for me, would you? Alpaca Head is fighting a chemist. Worthy chemist. Yep, a legendary chemist. Someone dropped a thing here. So you punch the alpaca head. Where is the alpaca head? Mangled it. Yeah, punched it, killed it. Well done. We can allow those bolts, bring those back in, get someone to vomit all over the surface for a bit. I do, however, think we're just about coming up on time. The fact we've had 2 ambushes means we'll probably have a siege coming up next time. Hopefully I can get this little trap corridor in place. These 2 gates are in. I have more and more soldiers being equipped. Hopefully we'll get to see a proper siege. And not one that just kind of devolves into fighting randoms on the stairs as they come into the fortress. And before I finish up for today, there is one thing I want to check. Oh, note down your name. Our vampire from last time who we sealed in. Kind of curious to know more about them. Litast. Let's see. Tatha. Dear God, scribe glazers. Because we do, in fact, have the technology to go and learn a little bit more about them. We have Legends mode and an alternate save based on this particular fort that we can use to view things in Legends mode. Description. Now, I will not actually be able to see anything that he's done since I made that particular save, but we don't need that. We were there. We know what he's done. So, we'll go check him out and then call it. Maybe I should have made a note of the name of that Titan too. They had a very long kill list, but oh well. Because they've been stomping around up to the north through our elven allies. How do I do this again? Okay, new game. In the Dimension Tempest, yes. Now we load up this alternate copy of the same world. Graphics loading. Here we go. Legends mode. So we are looking for Litast under historical figures. Lots of Litasts. Litast. Nope. Okay, yep, they do want scribe. An assumed name, possibly. Huh. Fascinating. Oh, who might you be? Can I just check? Vampire? We know he's a vampire. Oh, not many vampires active. Male dwarf who is still alive. Adam Inky Trumpets? Actually, she's saying how to look through this, so... Yeah. Wondering... I have to assume, given the fact they didn't show up and were very obviously historical figure, they were operating under an assumed name. And we still don't know their actual name, even after discovering they're a vampire and convicting them and all that. Should have made a note of their historical entities and stuff. Oh well. Never mind. Regardless of all that, I do think it is the end of the stream. So, I mean, thank you very much for stopping by. I will not be streaming again next Thursday on account of it being Christmas Day, and I shall be busy with the Christmassy stuff and all that. So it will be a full week through to next Sunday before I'm back again continuing on the fort. Hopefully, we should see our first siege, the new siege update, to ambush us down, which means a siege should follow, and we'll see if that kills us outright or not. So, once again, thank you very much for coming by and watching. Merry Christmas to you all, because I won't see you all till after, and I will see you all then. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Bye. Thank you for the follow, Bitcoin Beastie. Bye.